Greetings, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you have been here before, or welcome if it is your first time visiting. Judge Bev is at it again. She has handed down a ruling in the defense's case or motion to dismiss, and she wasn't having it. She wasn't having it. Are we surprised, guys? Are we surprised by this move? Today we are going to take a look at, allegedly, in my opinion, and perhaps in yours as well, whether or not Judge Beverly is the ultimate puppet master. Let's jump right in. Okay, friends, we are at the reading table right now, and I'm going to be working primarily with the Butterfly Tarot deck. We're going to clear this energy, and I'm asking my spirit guides to provide us with some information regarding what all is going on right now with Beverly. What's going on? Oh, I said Beverly, and what did we get? We got the Justice card coming out. We had a few. We have the Queen of Wands, the Justice card. We have here the Page of Pentacles, the World, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, Victory. I'm already getting downloads, guys, downloads. I'm going to try to work through this expeditiously so I don't keep you that long, and so it'll be easier for me to upload and get this video out for you guys. Starting out with the Queen of Wands here in her power, lovely Lady Justice here. But before we take a look at Beverly as Lady Justice, we're going to take a look at her as the Queen, the Lady Queen, because she has been presiding over these goings on, over this case, and she very much thinks of herself in this royal fashion. But what is interesting to me here with this fiery energy that she has around her is that the Queen of Wands operates first and foremost from whatever her passion and her will and her spirit dictates. And I feel that this ties into her personal feelings with reference to Karen Read and even some of the attorneys on the defense team. I personally feel, and I feel the messages have proven to me in the past, that Judge Beverly does not care for Karen Read, nor does she care particularly for Alan Jackson or David Yannetti. And these feelings are what has prompted her and compelled her to toe the line as she has been doing thus far, which is, in my opinion, with that bias in place, allegedly, not facts, proven in a court of law. But I feel as though even if we are to take the most objective standpoint, we can spot times here and there throughout the course of this trial, the now trial that ended in a hung jury, where we can say, yeah, that ruling seemed a bit unfair. And she wasn't concerned with this, guys. She was not concerned with it, as now we go into this next phase, so to speak, where the defense made a motion to dismiss on 2 of the charges that the jurors allege they found Karen not guilty unanimously, the first charge and the 3rd charge. And she's going into this with that same energy, that same mindset, whereby it is her duty, it is her aspiration, her will, her passion that is guiding her toward saying, like, no go. She doesn't want to hear it. Bottom line, she just doesn't want to hear it. She won't have any of it. And we have just seen evidence of this. So as Lady Justice comes out, this is just validation for me that we are in Beverly's energy here right now in this reading. And Justice is blind, but Justice is blind for a reason. In this particular case, in this particular situation right now that we are looking at, I feel as though there was another individual that Beverly was conferring with and getting messages from. And this person was potentially, possibly being paid for his information because we are in the Pentacles here. Allegedly, in my opinion, there was someone who I feel that Beverly was speaking with reference to making a determination now, allegedly, over the past few weeks, because in my opinion, psychically and otherwise, I do not believe for a moment that she was actually thinking that she would possibly or potentially dismiss those charges. From the moment that Karen Read's attorneys stood up and pleaded their case to her, from the moment she heard about the jurors that came forward, she was like, yeah, whatever, this means nothing to me. I do not believe for a second that she was swayed by any of it. In fact, I'm more inclined to believe that there was this male individual, younger male energy here, who was the messenger, who was giving info to Beverly that was going to assist her in not only like more or less dismissing this whole business, but was going to give her leverage if need be. A leg up is what I'm hearing. So whoever this person is, we don't know him. He is someone who stays behind the scenes. Behind the curtain is what I'm hearing. But we have a knight coming up here in the Pentacles after the World. We're going to talk about this person as well. So yeah, there was someone who I believe was feeding information to Beverly, potentially even all throughout this trial. The trial that was, but especially now with respect to this entirety where the defense was so certain that these jurors were basically confused. I feel as though this person, whoever he is, more or less fed Beverly the answers that she was seeking with respect to case law, with respect to knowing how to circumvent this entirety that the defense was expecting her to rule on. This person was going to ensure that Beverly was not going to get hung up herself in any sort of position whereby she'd be called to task. All right, so she was working in coordination with this younger male who, as of yet, we do not know who he is. He has remained a secret person, someone behind the scenes. And now we have the World card because for Judge Beverly, there was nothing, and there still is nothing in her reality, no place in her mind or in her world whereby she was going to let Karen Read off the hook, even an iota. Even an iota. And she was going to do whatever it took, whatever was necessary, to ensure that this reality, the reality of Karen Read going to trial again in January now, was going to be the result. So this Knight of Pentacles, again now, Pentacles is in the physical. Pentacles can also be in the form of physical abundance with finances. So now we've got a call to action. Was there a situation where money changed hands? I'm hearing that potentially speaking, money may have changed hands during this period of time where Judge Beverly was allegedly making her decision. Because I am hearing that in order to arrive at the place she did, she wanted some information that she was not privy to. And this information would have been around the jury deliberation. So something was made available to her by another, I'm feeling as though this was another male entity. And this was an action person, someone who was prepared to deliver. And I don't believe that if this money was tendered, that it came out of her pocket. No. However, I am hearing that someone, this could have been this other person, someone behind the scenes may have been responsible for getting info from someone who was close to one or more of those jury members. And this information was enough for Beverly to conclude that there was nothing done by those jury members that would have precluded Karen from going to trial again. So whatever information Beverly was provided with, it just fed her fire. It fed her fire. And it was like she doubled down on her stance, because that's inevitably what she did. And finally, the Six of Wands, feeling triumphant, because she knows now, Beverly knows now that, yes, could this go to an appeal situation? Of course it could. But she predicted that. And if you had listened to what she had to say when the defense brought this motion to her, she was basically like saying, go ahead, appeal. I expect you to. I double dog dare you to. Because in Beverly's heart and mind, she is seated in a position of victory right now. And don't think for one moment, guys, that these Pentacle players here, this page and this knight, don't think for one moment that these individuals can't be related or could not possibly be somehow connected to that McAlbert 8, because this is a distinct possibility here. Absolutely a distinct possibility. And with this 6 energy, the 6 of Wands, this could even mean that 6 individuals are supporting Beverly as she moves forward with her position of basically just digging in her heels and saying, I'm not hearing any of it. This will go forward in January. Karen Read is not off the hook, and nothing that was said or done with this previous trial was done incorrectly with respect to the jury sheets, the verdict slips, the instructions, nothing. Judge Bev is blind, purposely and purposefully, to anything that could even remotely put her in a negative light, put her courtroom, her actions, or, I'm hearing, the prosecution in a negative light. Judge Beverly Cannoni can do no wrong. She can do no wrong. She will accept no wrong. She will not admit to anything having been done, either purposely or incidentally, inadvertently, that could have cast a shadow on her role as being the supreme leader, that Queen of Wands. She won't do it now. She won't do it in the future, and she has never done it in the past. Now, while I believe that this can totally be it, can cap off this reading, I'm hearing one more pull, and hopefully it's a quick one. And this card now is the Five of Wands. The card of conflict from that place of fiery passion. Was there a conflict right now going on? Has there been conflict around everything that has happened during this case? Absolutely, positively. And this speaks to the conflict between Judge Beverly and the defense team and Karen Read. But this also talks to me about there being something that is going to come back and rear its head against her. So Judge Beverly, if she is feeling at this moment that she's in a position of victory, she's in the winning role, that her world is sewn up exactly the way she wants to see it with reference to Karen Read and her alleged guilt in this matter, not so fast. Not so fast, Beverly. Because there are other people who are gearing up gearing up for this next fight. And they will not go down without putting up one hell of a fight, is what I'm hearing. All right, guys, so there you have it. There are the cards for this reading. Please feel free to share your thoughts and opinions politely in the comment section below. And when I say that, I do ask also, not only for respect and kindness toward me, but toward one another, if there are differences of opinions, okay? I always want kindness to be what prevails in the comment section of my videos. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today, and I hope to see you when I return in my next video. Friends, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you have that notification bell clicked and set to all so you don't miss anything that is coming up ahead on the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you.